I'm wicked upset with myself. In a previous video, as an example of a sample size, I mentioned the number 30. Grrr. So I need to apologize to you. I am very, very sorry. I was just saying a number. I did not mean to contribute to the fallacy that a sample size of 30 means anything in statistics, because it doesn't. It has no meaning or value in statistics that, say, 25 or 35 or 105 doesn't have. They all have their place in the sample size determination on the statistical power curve. And that's right, it's just a number off of a curve. Sometimes 30 is the right sample size, but so is 31. You'll hear or read, it's a rule of thumb, often followed by a reference to the central limit theorem. Now, it's true, people do use it as a rule of thumb, but any justification after that is an attempt to back into the number. Not start at the number, sort of back into it. Now, the origins of 30, as a rule of thumb, are unknown, because it doesn't actually mean anything. But the leading theory goes something like this. Gossett, aka Student, Student's t-test fame, created the first z-tables, which are these tables of numbers used in the statistical calculations, and he created them up to a sample size of 30. Why? Because he was applying the statistics to where he worked, at Guinness. And how many beers do you expect the guy to drink? Seriously, it was just that there was no practical reason for Gossett to go any higher. So this guy Fisher comes along and improves upon Gossett's work, but just carries forward the same table size, up to 30. Now, Fisher ended up creating a second table that starts at 31 and goes higher, using a slightly different way to calculate the numbers. And why did he calculate them differently? Because it was easier to do the calculations that way. He didn't want to do it the harder way, he wanted to do it the easier way. So in short, where did the sample size of 30 rule of thumb come from? It came from drinking beers and being lazy.